Welcome, CBSE Class 9, Subject Information Technology, Subject Code 402. The topic is Basic Writing Skills. Written communication is the most effective mode of communication. It is more formal and less flexible than oral communication. The written form is helpful in keeping a record of the conversation for future reference. The effectiveness of written content depends on the correct choice of words, their organization into a right sentence sequence, and the cohesiveness in the sentences. 7 C's of communication. There are 7 elements of communication which are popularly known as the 7 C's of communication. They are regarded as a checklist that helps to improve the professional communication skills and increase the chances that the message will be understood in exactly the same way as it was intended. First one, clear. Second, correct. Third, complete. Fourth, concrete. Fifth is concise. Sixth, consideration. And seventh one is courteous. Writing skills. To communicate well, we must have a good command over the language in which we are communicating. At the same time, we must take care that there are no grammatical errors in the writing. To improve our writing skills, we will study about the basic components of English grammar and how they should be used effectively. Phrases. When we communicate with each other, we express our thoughts and ideas through words. A group of words that make complete sense is called a sentence. Now, look at the following group of words. A sweet smelling rose. Up the mountain. Will be going. Behind the cupboard. Do they make complete sense? No, they don't. Therefore, they are not sentences. These are called phrases. A phrase is a group of words that form a unit within a sentence but is incomplete independently. A phrase lacks both the subject and the object. Examples. Girl in the brown hat is a phrase. The girl in the brown hat looked confused is a sentence. The phrase in the above example makes complete sense when it is a part of the sentence. Now, let us know about the types of phrases. There are different kinds of phrases. A noun phrase acts like a noun in a sentence. Example, he was looking at the painting of a sailing boat. Next is a verb phrase is a group of main verbs and helping verbs within a sentence. Example, she had been living in London. Verb phrase here is had been living. Third one is an adjective phrase is built around an adjective and consists of adjectives and or articles. Example here is he has led a very interesting life. The adjective here is interesting, describes the object life. An adverbial phrase is built around an adverb by adding words before or after it. Example, the economy recovered very slowly. Here, adverbial phrase is very slowly. A prepositional phrase always begins with a preposition and is followed by a noun. Example, I long to live near the sea. Prepositional phrase here is near and noun is sea. Sentences. A group of words that makes complete sense is called a sentence. A sentence must contain a subject and a predicate. Examples, color blue favorite is mine. Makes no sense. Therefore, it is not a sentence. My favorite color is blue. Makes sense. Therefore, it is a sentence. Kinds of sentences. There are 4 kinds of sentences. Assertive or declarative sentence. It's a statement. Imperative sentence is a command. Interrogative sentence, a question. Exclamatory sentence, an exclamation. An assertive sentence is a sentence that states a fact. Such a sentence is a simple statement that indicates, asserts, or declares something. Examples: Jane is a student. She lives in a big city. I saw my friend in the market. Next, an imperative sentence is a sentence which gives a command, makes a request, or expresses a wish. These type of sentence may end with a full stop or an exclamation mark. Examples: go to your room. It's an order. Please lend me your book. It's a request. Have a good time at the picnic. It's a wish. An exclamatory sentence is a sentence that expresses sudden and strong feelings such as surprise, wonder, pity, sympathy, happiness, or gratitude. Examples: what a shame. Bravo, well done. Next is an interrogative sentence. Is a sentence that asks a question. Example: what's your name? Where do you live? Parts of sentence. Every complete sentence contains two parts, a subject and a predicate. A subject is a word or a group of words which conveys the names of persons or things about whom or which we are speaking. A predicate, on the other hand, is the part of a sentence which contains a verb and states something about the subject. Let us learn more about subject and predicate through the following sentences. The book fell off the table. In this sentence, the book is the subject because something is being said about it, and fell off the table is the predicate because that is being said about the book. The subject in a sentence usually comes first. However, in certain cases, it is placed after the predicate for the sake of emphasis. For example, down went the ship. To determine a subject in a sentence, ask who, and the answer would be the subject. Ask what about subject, answer is the predicate. In the last sentence, when you ask who, the answer is the ship, and that is the subject. What, when you ask, the answer would be went down, and that is the predicate. In imperative sentences, the subject is not explicitly stated, rather it is implied. Look at the given sentence. Sit down. In this sentence, the subject you is implied. Rules for writing a sentence. Use short sentences. Limit sentence content. Economize on words. Arrange the sentences in a proper sequence. Design sentences to emphasize the topic. Now it's time for practice. Identify the type of phrases given in bold in the following sentences. The man reacted very excitedly to the news. Here, very excitedly is indicated in bold. Second one, I enjoy walking early in the morning. Here, in the is indicated in bold. Read the following sentences and state their type. First one, I am 14 years old. Second, what a beautiful painting. Third, please pass the salt. Fourth, are you ready to go? Next, in each of the following sentences, circle the subject and underline the predicate. First one, they heard a strange sound. Second, two boys were jogging along the beach. Will be continued in the next session.